See, yeah, you're so much quicker than me.
Because I don't unlace anything.
That's what I'm saying.
I do the little loop, and I'm there.
We've got people in all sorts of walks of life, but we all come together as skaters as one. It just unites us.
I always say, like, the one thing with roller skating is that it doesn't matter what you're into, doesn't matter where you're from. As soon as you put your skates on, everyone's on, like, the same level.
My relationship with music and, like, how I used to feel when I danced, skating kind of evoked back that memory.
I've made friends that maybe I wouldn't made in the normal walks of life, but we're combined through skating.
We don't have many places to do what we love. All we're asking for is a smooth floor and a nice sound system. That's all we need.
The community is amazing, and I can't wait for Flippers to be home to the whole community and just see all the faces under one roof.
I'm Kai, I'm the rink operations manager here at Flippers. I've been running community skate events for the last 10 years in London, and as a skater myself, we've always had trouble finding places to skate. So when I was introduced to the team and they told me the grand scheme of things, I knew I had to be involved.
How do I know you?
So when I first started skating, July 2020, the first few weeks, I was by myself. And then after getting to know some people at Vicky Park, they said, oh, why don't you come down to Sainsbury's and Tottenham?
Oh.
Yes!
Do you bring your rookies?
I don't have rookies. I got right down.
That's what I meant. Right down.
The whole culture and the whole kind of way that we all started out was pretty much on the streets. So anyone that was trying to skate, you kind of was forced to go to car parks.
It's always the car parks.
Yeah.
Either anything with park.
Yeah, the places we're not supposed to be.
Yeah.
Like, we'd literally just be skating, just having fun doing what we do. But for whatever reason, we always get kicked out. It's a problem.
Up until like COVID really, skating was quite underground. You wouldn't know about the skate community until you stumble upon it, and then you're kind of aware of it. I compare it to Fight Club, you know, the film. You know, you'll go somewhere and you'll meet someone. Skaters are everywhere, you have no idea. You could go to a bar, the barman's a skater.
You could have never seen someone before, but you see them skating and you have that, oh, my guy, like, you're a skater too, like.
The first time I went skating as an adult, it was my sister's birthday. It was a Friday night, and her and her friends were going to the roller disco in King's Cross. She invited me along, and I was like, who goes roller skating? Who does that? But I wasn't doing anything, so I tagged along, and just I remember walking in the place, and even before you get in, you can hear the music outside, and it's just that vibrant atmosphere already. And you walk up the stairs, and you get closer, and then you can start to hear movement. You know, you can hear people rolling around inside, and you go in, it was literally like stepping into another world. You have the music, you have people doing tricks. I enjoyed it. And after that one night, I noticed that I'd learned something new. But as I looked around and I saw the amazing skaters, I was like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do that. I need to come back.
I've had little nuggets of skating in my life. My dad lives in Jamaica and he owns a plaza, and on a rooftop during my teens, he used to rent out the plaza and they used to host skate nights. But I was never allowed, so I just had to like stand there and watch. For my 30th birthday, which was like years later, I was like, I'm gonna gift myself a pair of skates, and then I haven't like looked back since.
So I've been skating since 2019, so it's like 3 years and something. I used to do inlines before, but I was horrible. I was very bad. And then I started doing quad skating 3 years ago, and yeah.
I started roller skating in lockdown, like a lot of people. I got a pair of roller skates through lockdown, picked them up, went skating for like the first time, fell over loads, hated it, swore off it. So we then went into the second lockdown, and then that was when the weather was really good. It was over that summer, and I had actually just at that time started transitioning because I'm transgender. But in lockdown, it was all kind of like within my own space, and I had no kind of experiences with anyone outside because I was just living with my housemates. And obviously you could do organized sport as like your way to get out of the house, and I was like, well, I should skate then. And then it was just like, just every single day was like roller skating every single day.
I've been skating for about 18 years. I've learned a lot over my time. There's still things that I'm learning and teaching myself. The lessons were always about passing on knowledge that I have. Each one teach one is something that we say a lot in the community. It's just a way for me to service the community that's done so much for me.
I don't know any other subculture that has the diversity the skate community has. You have all different age groups, all different backgrounds.
It's a community where it's like you make connections and you make friends based on your ability to want to skate, your passion for it. So it does truly feel like a community where it's just completely open.
What's been really beautiful is like seeing like different kinds of people come together, like making friends with people that I wouldn't have necessarily I wouldn't have said hello to, but I wouldn't have crossed paths on a normal day.
Everyone kind of knows each other as skaters, and it's really welcoming in the sense of if there's new people, like everyone will just help. Like it'll be very like
Inclusive.
Yeah, if you need help or
Welcome.
you're struggling with something, people come up and be like, oh, this, like give you little tips or ask if you need like help with how to do it. And yeah, everyone's really inclusive and welcoming.
You could be whatever religion you are, you could be whatever sexual orientation you are. Once you've got your skates on, everyone has that mutual respect. I started skating like 10, 11 years ago, and back then, Instagram wasn't really popping how it is now. You kind of just had your mates in the local area that you'd skate with, and that was kind of it. Whereas now, obviously, everyone's big on IG, on Instagram. There's a whole movement. You've got TikTok. There's so much access to so many different like styles of skating or different tricks. So yeah.
It's a much bigger picture than before. Before I was like, oh, just skating. But now it's not just skating. Like it's everything that comes with it. It's the people, it's the music, it's the environment, it's like the lifestyle.
I'd say there's like 3 or 4 kind of main skate styles as such, right? So you've got a street skater. I use, like the streets, and I haven't got my set place, and that's just basically because of there's no places to skate, so I just kicked it to the streets. You got jam skaters or artistic skaters who are more dancing, so they've got like the comfier skates and maybe doing their dance moves. And then you've got sort of like artistics, which they kind of look like ice,
Like ballerinas,
like figure skaters, yeah.
Yeah.
You will see us wearing Nike Bowers, Reeboks. They're literally ice skates converted into roller skates. So the ice hockey boot is better suited for street skating because it's hard, it's sturdy, and you can skate and go wherever you need to go without worrying about your feet getting damaged or like anything happening to the boot as such. Whereas with the jam skates, which are more for dancing or like even artistic skates, they're made out of leather. Now that's to enable you to get more control whilst you're doing your dance moves. This whole ice hockey skate is very unique to the UK skate scene.
I'd call myself like a hybrid, I think, because I started off as a jam skater predominantly, and then I started street skating. I skate mostly as transport, which is why I'd call myself a street skater. So like when I'm going to work, I skate, or when I'm going out, I skate. But then when I'm chilling somewhere, I'll jam and like play my music and just do my moves. So it depends on, just the mood.
I really enjoy street skating, but I like to dance on skates. Before I would be like, I like jam skating, and now I'm learning that, like, is jam skating even the right term? Is it rhythm skating? But I think I'm becoming more of a rink skater.
Every time you're on the rink, every time I'm on the rink, it just makes me want to enjoy the moments that I'm there, because the music makes me want to vibe as well. The DJ makes us want to vibe. Everyone vibing at the same time, it inspires me. It makes me feel good when I'm on the rink.
I'm a rink skater. I like to skate inside. Since I've like got better skates and a better setup, like nicer wheels, I really enjoy being inside. I like the smoothness of the floor. I like the music. I like the vibe. Yeah, inside's better for me.
I've always felt that having dedicated spaces is important for our community because it creates a bit of a hub. It's almost like church. It's just a place for us all to come and no judgment, You don't get that anywhere else. I can't think of anywhere else that it gives you that same feeling.
Skaters are like oddballs. We're all really kind of strange in our own ways and very unique. And it's hard for us to find communities. And I mean, skating is a group of people who share very little, but also share everything. The love of skating, the passion for being outside, the passion for growing and learning. As more people are coming into our culture and coming into our community, we're finding that our culture is changing as skaters. It's very important that we have somewhere to go.
Gate crash, help me from my awkwardness, please. You threw me off, man. That's what the questions you asked on the paper. I was like,